Okay, hello and welcome to Strip Threads. I am Michael, your host. We are on our way down to the in-laws. A week ago, Kristy blew up her Jeep. It really wasn't her fault though. Something happened where it's got plenty of oil pressure at the filter but not in the engine, not at the oil gallery. So I don't know if the filter came apart and plugged something or if the pump itself failed somehow, but spun the bearings in it, locked it up, and was able to drive it up on a trailer, but wasn't happy. So we're going down to the in-laws today to get it off the trailer and get it parked somewhere and get the borrowed trailer given back. And we'll kind of look it over a little bit. I'm going to pull the filter off of it and see if it came apart inside or something. If that's the case, then somebody's going to be buying us an engine. Otherwise, we need to locate another good used engine and go through it, clean it up, put bearings in it if they look worn at all, that kind of thing, and get it put in there so I don't have to carry her around anymore. So yeah, we'll catch up with you back down at the in-laws and go from there. Okay, this is the Black Zhjeep. This is Kristy's 2000 Grand Cherokee. Frankly, I prefer the older stuff. This was a pretty good rig, right up until it blew up. Okay. So, one of the first things I noticed, see if you can see down in here. See the decal on that filter is melted like it's been overheated, and it wasn't. This thing did not get hot. According to the gauges, according to the smells, according to everything. You can see it's still full of coolant. See, oil's full. Take a listen to it here. $207,000 miles. Zero oil pressure according to the gauge. Press now, all the noise goes away. Huh. Yeah. Still no oil pressure.
Rod knocking?
Yeah. Yeah. That was definitely a rod. Okay, I'm going to pull this filter off and see if there's anything coming out of it, as in filter media material, maybe the silicone gasket, something plugging up the system there. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we threw another filter on it. Even though the filter that came off of it, the drain back valve, was kind of all tangled up inside of it, and maybe it did lead to the problem, the new filter didn't fix it. The gauge still reads 0. I haven't verified whether we actually have pressure or not yet. Not that it really matters since the engine's blown up, but it's the story. I'll show you here. Oh, I think I'm sitting on the key. Okay. So, see, we still have no oil pressure. Could be a sender, I don't know. I actually replaced the thing about 6 months ago because the old one was leaking. We shouldn't be having the problem. It's running perfect right now, but you rev it up, it knocks. And the gauge doesn't move. So, we're going to call it good on that. Verification. Okay, so we got the new engine for Kristy's Black Zhjeep. It doesn't look horrible, but there are a few things that I'm worried about. The coil pack came in broken. Now, I'll start with, I bought a long block. Bottom end, top end, 10, that's it. All this other stuff is a bonus. But in my mind, it would have been nice to have a spare coil pack and spare this and spare that. So the cam sensor is original and it looks fine. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to mess with it. The oil pressure sender is broken off, and the one that's in the engine in her Jeep right now is bad, so that's going to have to get changed. This breather is busted. And something interesting here. Somebody used a coil boot, spark plug boot, for the PCV valve. Hey, it works. What the hell? This plate is all beat to hell. Which, okay, I can take it off the other engine. The biggest thing that I'm worried about, though, is this. The harmonic balancer is broken. You can't really see it here too well. But it is broke right there. You see the cracks? Split there. And this was pointing straight down. It turned a little when I turned the bolt out. So I'm thinking that happened when they pulled the engine. Looks like it's busted there too. Maybe it happened when the Jeep they pulled it out of was wrecked. I don't know, but it makes me nervous. I'm afraid the crank might be bent. Maybe not. I don't know. Hopefully not. You can see that head gasket's original. Oil pan gasket's original. Oh yeah, the oil pan is a little beat up. See those dents right there. I'm going to use the oil pan off of hers anyway, but that is the original oil pan gasket. But it has had a valve cover gasket put in. You can't really see it. Except on the back. It's got one of those blue Felpro silicone one-piece gaskets, high dollar ones. So this was about $650. Supposed to have 184,000 miles on it, which sounds like a lot. I mean, hers had 210 on it, and there wasn't a damn thing wrong with it until it lost oil pressure somehow. And a lot of water came out of there. It doesn't look like they cleaned it. Maybe they did and just did a real half-assed job. I don't know. It's got some grunge on it, which is fine. I'd rather have grunge on it than looking like they were trying to hide something. It's got a stamp cap on it, which makes me nervous. Usually the only time you ever see those replaced is when somebody lost one and they ran it without one. And there's no baffle in there, so it would have been throwing oil everywhere. Anyway, so that's the new engine. This is Christmas Eve. Verification, it filled the new filter up. So obviously the pump is pumping oil, at least to the filter. It really looks like it's just kind of going in a circle though, like the relief valve is open or something. Without pulling that sending unit out, which I'm not going to do right now. I don't know whether it really has oil pressure or not. That filter doesn't look good. I'm going to drain it and keep it with me just in case it's failed, and then, like I said, somebody's going to be buying this engine. So that's where we're at on this project in the Black Zhjeep. It's going to sit here for a while until we can get another engine and get it swapped out. Got to have time to do all that and money. But there we have it. Tomorrow is Christmas, and after the festivities in the afternoon, we'll probably come out here and strip this engine down. Once it's down to basically just a bare long block, I'll leave the oil pan. I mean, one of the first things we're going to do is put this thing on the engine stand, flip it over, and look at the rod bearings, all that stuff. I got a new oil pump and whatever for it. So once it's verified that everything's good, then we'll take all the parts off the old engine, put them on this, and put it in her vehicle. For tomorrow, just get this thing stripped, push it out of the way, and we'll bring the Jeep in and let it sit. And then I got to work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we'll be back down here. So I've got the holiday week. I can work on it, and hopefully we'll get swapped then. If we don't, it's not the end of the world, but I'd like to get it done. So that's all for tonight, and that's where we're at on this.